Welcome back to Strange Monkey Reviews, horror freaks. I'm here to review Hush. Hush is a 2016 film directed by Mike Flanagan, and it stars Kate Siegel, John Gallagher Jr., Samantha Sloyan, Michael Trucco, and Emma Graves. And it revolves around a deaf and mute writer who retreated into the woods to live a solitary life. But now she must fight for her life in silence when a masked killer appears at her window. Alright, so this movie came out back in 2016. It was on Netflix. I saw it back then, and I was really interested when I saw the poster, the girl, the guy in the background with the mask, and I was like, oh, I need to see what this one's all about. You want a good story? We got a good story. This is about an author named Maddie. When she was 13, she contracted bacterial meningitis, which caused her not to hear anymore, and then she had some vocal problems. And after a surgery didn't go well, she was unable to speak. So after the book comes out, she becomes successful. She's out in the woods. She wants to get away. She's with her cat. Her best friend Sarah lives further out. They hang out. Everything's cool. Her boyfriend John is out there. You see him later on in the movie. And, everything seems pretty chill. Maddie has her sister. She's worried about her being so isolated out in the woods, you know what I mean? Because this woman is by herself. It's hard for her to communicate with people. Family members could definitely be worried. But then this man comes along. This man in a mask causes harm to Sarah. And now he realizes that Maddie is all alone. He takes Sarah's phone, realizes that this woman is at a disadvantage. He stalks her, starts toying with her. And that increases the tension. Which brings me to the spooky atmosphere. You want atmosphere? We got atmosphere, okay? You're out in the woods. You can't hear, you can't speak. It's very dark and spooky. There's a man out there with a fucking crossbow, a knife, a mask. You don't know what else he's got. He could have a gun on him. And then we have Maddie. She's at a disadvantage because she's deaf and mute. So she has to come up with all these scenarios in her mind. How can I fight back? Can I escape? What can I do? You know what I mean? So, again, that increases the tension. It's very atmospheric. There's no police nearby. There's no town you can go to. So, what do? You want good acting? Well, baby, we got good acting. Kate Siegel is able to take this character and create it and mold it into something special. It's very believable, her performance, the chemistry she has with all of these characters. Some of them may be brief, some of it is all long-term to the very end. But damn it, she should have gotten an award. John Gallagher Jr. is such a piece of garbage in this movie as the man. He doesn't even have a name. He's just stalking this woman and just hurting anybody that gets in his way. And these two were the standouts in this film. We have the yin and yang, good and evil, and it's just horrible. He's a horrible human being who doesn't care about anybody but himself, and he is determined to get into that house and hurt this woman. If you like thrillers, horror movies that have somewhat of a slow burn in the beginning, and then it picks up and just starts running really fast to the touchdown, if you know what I'm saying, this is the movie for you. It's a slasher, it's a thriller, it's very good. And Mike Flanagan is no stranger to horror. He's the Midnight Mass, I believe it's the Midnight Club, Gerald's Game, Luigi Origins of Evil, and you've got, of course, Hush, and Dr. Sleep. Yeah, that's right. Remember that? The sequel to The Shining? The movie that all of you should have gone to see in the theaters and supported? You let Mike Flanagan down, you let Stephen King down, and you let Ewan McGregor down. That man is a universal treasure. How dare all of you? I supported it, so I'm not in this. Anyway, enough about that. Anyway, so look, like I'm saying, look, this film is an awesome film, but don't take my word for it. I have a special guest who's going to share his thoughts. The international superstar, Moby Ley.
Sup, all you horror freaks! I'm sorry, I don't even know why I came at y'all like that. Speaking of coming at y'all, Nero, Strange Monkey, I think you should stop hanging out with him. Because I know I introduced y'all and all, but he a little too much. Like, it seems like he actually out here slashing people up. And I don't want you to catch any, charges, be an accomplice to murder or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you can still do movie reviews of him if you want to, but be careful around that guy. He seems a little too evil. Speaking of evil and spooky and all that, when we're talking about Hush, I think it's such a different route to take. Like, instead of having this giant budget and this massive cast and all this blood and gore and all these people, it's so suspenseful. One person on the outside, one person on the inside. The tension that starts down here and goes through the roof. Is he going to get in? Who is he? Why is he here? It shows how much you can do with so little. This movie proved that sometimes less is more. And I think that's really creative. Even with the mask that he has, not even super elaborate. It's something very simple. One location, one small set of people, probably a small group, and they had that. It was really, I was hooked on it. I was focused on it the whole time, didn't scroll on my phone or nothing like that. So I thought that was super creative. That's just how I feel.
Thank you, Moby. Much appreciated, sir. And there you have it, folks. Hush, an amazing slasher/thriller film that Mike Flanagan put together. It's just chef's kiss, in my opinion. And with that being said, Hush is one hell of a good time. Strange Monkey approved. Alright? Now then, if you're in the mood for a good slasher, check this one out. It should be on Shudder, Tubi, and a few other ones. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this review, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've seen Hush, let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to The Strange Monkey. Click on that notification bell so you won't miss any future videos, and check out some of my older ones as well. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms and have yourselves a good Friday.